Hey, this is Cayman with JLT Performance. Today is February the 15th, 2024, and we are going to be testing our new Z06 intake against OEM as well as the competition. A lot of buzz on the new Z06 intakes, and figured we'd just get a hold of one of the first ones and do a test back to back to back so we can share the airflow numbers. We're going to get started. We're going to crank this up to the max rated CFM of the vehicle, 900 CFM. We're going to get restriction numbers with the OEM intake. We'll have the test sheet printed out, then we'll switch to the Eventuri, and we'll finish up with the JLT, and we'll show a comparison of all three. So we're in our ISO 5011 lab. We have our humidity set, temperature set. All the tests are going to be using this Y pipe. It'll be the same exact for all three, and we'll show you the results. And so this is a brand new Eventuri kit. It has not been opened. You can see it has all the original tape. And while the OEM's running, we're going to be assembling the Eventuri, so we're ready to go. So now we're at the max CFM. See the airflow rate, 900 CFM. Okay, now the test is done for the OEM. You can come here and look at the paper. At 901 CFM, there's 14.14 inches of water. We'll call out a couple of the other mid-range numbers as well, but you can see the max, at max CFM, 14.14. Now we have the Eventuri on the bench. We have our Y tube, just like how we did with the OEM. We have their side couplers on as well. And I will say, I took this out of the box. It's packaging, it was unbelievable. Everything with this intake construction, coming from one intake company to another intake company. This is a legitimate product, very well put together, but let's see which one flows the best. So we just ran the test with Eventuri, cranked it up to 900 CFM, and we have the results right here. So if you remember, OEM was at 14.14 inches of water at 898 CFM. Eventuri was at 12.42 inches of water. So that is a 12.2% improvement over the OEM. Now we have the JLT up on the bench. We're going to crank this up to 900 CFM. Same Y pipe. Just want to show you, you can look in here, you can see that we do have the filters installed, or the filter installed. Our filter is split down the middle, so individual airflow is being directed to each tube. The airflow is not coming into each other. We'll see the results on this one. Now we ran the test for the JLT up to 900 CFN. Just a reminder, this is the OEM restriction. It was at 14.14 inches of water, humidity 51%, 66%, and you'll see that these are the same for the Eventuri as well as the JLT, all within 1% and a degree. At 900 CFM, the Eventuri was at 12.42 inches of water, and you can see the results here with the JLT. We were at 11.04 inches of water, 21.9% better airflowing than stock, and the Eventuri was at 12.2% better airflow than stock. So we're in a controlled lab, and this is the best way to absolutely test an air intake system. Set all the variables the same. You can just test apples to apples. Both systems are going to give you a horsepower increase over stock. As you saw, there was a 12% improvement in airflow with the Eventuri and a 21% improvement in airflow with the JLT. But when it comes into making an air intake system, there's only two things that affect performance. It's temperature as well as restriction. The temperature on the Eventuri and the S&B and the OEM are going to be just about the same, very, very close. They're pulling air from the same locations. Now it just comes down to restriction. So how much less of a pressure decrease does the air intake system have from the air outside all the way up to the throttle bodies? And so that's what we're measuring here, and the numbers speak for themselves. Let us know if you have any questions.